Hi guys. So it's November on the tree farm. It's very, very quiet. Most of the farmers are done. All of the hunters are taking their afternoon naps. It is probably the most beautiful day ever. There's almost no wind. It's nice enough that you can be outside in just pants and a sweater, and we're cooking over the fire. So I should show you what we're having for lunch. It's super tasty. Ooh, it's melting.
She can cook a little longer.
We took some of the homemade bread I made and then made it into pizza slices. So there's all kinds of goodness on there. So they're just cooking. And then we put that one's a little more melty. That's the all meat one for the meat lovers. So we put the things over them so they cook a little hotter. Like an oven, yeah, like an oven. So that's what they're doing. Kitty cats are wandering around. Uncle Earl, say hi, Uncle Earl.
Hi, Uncle Earl.
He's working on organizing the shed so we can put the tractor in it for winter. So when we need it, we can get to it. Oh, look off in the distance. And that white speck you see, that's Goose. She's out hunting. Sure, you brought us a mouse today. But everything's pretty brown. Most of the leaves are off the tree, but it's such a beautiful day. We're spending the whole day outside. But I do have to tell you the tale of the sad trees. So let me tell you a tale. So here's the deal. We got lots and lots of trees last week, right? No, last week, this spring. We got lots and lots of trees and we planted all the trees. We got like 40 something ridiculous amount of trees. Planted all the trees. And then the summer was so busy with gardening and cleanup and digging and flattening out the hill and everything else that we did. We didn't get fences put up right away. And then September rolled around, which is when you really start to need to have fences. So September rolls around, still don't have fences. Now it's harvest. Uncle Earl is busy, can't put up fences. I'm trying, but I am very bad at it, guys. Very bad. You gotta have strong arms to put up fences. And so then the deer came along. So the boy deers, the bucks, when it gets closer to fall, the fuzz that grows on their antlers, they go around and they rub it off. So all the velvet, they go through and they rub it off, and they rub it off on trees, which is all well and good, except when you rub it on trees, if they're young little baby trees, they don't fare so well. So had a whole bunch of our trees that got rubbed to nothing. So we're very mad at the deer. We think it's just a young buck because we can't imagine it would be a big one hanging out by us. But there is a buck around here somewhere that has decimated our trees. So we're kind of crabby. And we're trying to figure out what we're going to order for next year and get some more new trees in. And yeah, so we're gonna take a little walk over to all of the poor trees that just got like destroyed, and I'll show you what happened. Well, here's our first sad tree. You can see that it's basically just peeled all the bark off this poor tree. So it's down here where there's bark. That's where it'll start growing in the spring. So we'll have to cut it off and try again. This one's okay. And go after this one. Not really sure what's going on. So this is one of our new apple trees. And maybe you can see it. So if you're looking at the tree, there's a little, where's my finger? There we go. There's a little green spot right there. They like snapped it over, but we think it will heal. So got the fence around it, so hopefully it'll be okay, because it was a really nice tree. A really nice looking tree, so we'll see what happens. The other tree over here, the other apple tree, was just fine. But unfortunately, here's our sad tale of woe. So this one did not get rubbed off. It did get bitten off. Let me see. Here's the top. Oh, hand. Zoom in on my hand, please. There we go. That just got bitten off. But it was growing at the bottom, so we're going to cut it off in the spring. See what happens. These ones were all as tall as that one at one point. So, here's what it looks like. Come on. There we go. No, look at it. Look at this. They just rubbed it off like it was nothing. Hard to say how much that's going to grow back, so we'll try it. And these are very much the same. They've just been rubbed fuzzy. It's kind of crazy the damage a deer can do. So we learned our lesson. We learned 2 lessons this year. Hold on. Look, this one they didn't even bother with. They just snapped it right off. Just go on. So we've learned 2 lessons this year. Put fences up before September. And don't buy little trees because they just get destroyed. So I'm going to take you over to another one that we basically had to put a band-aid on. I'll show you that to you. So this is one of our sugar maple trees. And let's see if we can get close enough. So you can see there's a patch where they were rubbing on it and rubbed it off. But because it's a bigger, thicker tree, they didn't rub off the bark all the way around, so it can still live, which is good. It's just going to set it back a little bit. It'll spend the next year or 2 growing that patch back. So it won't get as big as it should have as quickly, but it's okay. They're really long living trees, so we'll make it. The one over here, they did the same thing to. However, it was real bad. So we got a little bit of tree bark bandage, which you can't see, and then we put a sleeve on it to protect the bandage. There was a couple places where the bark was barely connected, and so I got some tree bandage, real thing, promise, and I bandaged it, and then we put the sleeve on it, and the sleeve will help the bandage stay and protect it so they don't rub against it. And obviously we're going to keep the fencing around it until they're old enough to survive. So probably a couple more years. But yeah, that's the thing. So then all of our trees down this way at the end, all of our bigger trees are they're gone. I mean, they're the same as the other ones. So it's kind of been a pain in the butt. And we still have lots of tree branches to clean up from the ice storm last year. We got most of the really, really big ones, but this all needs to be cut up into firewood. But firewood is a great way to make fires to cook your food. Like, let's say when you're visiting friends in South Dakota at Christmas time. So, yeah, hopefully we'll have a good time and we will see you guys soon. Here is some kitty cat footage. Bye. It's been about a year since Rocky's Gotcha Day, the day we adopted Rocky and brought her home. And I don't know if she's channeling her inner baby or if it's just because it's cold, but this is how she insists on being held. She's all wrapped up in my scarf like it's a baby wrap. And I have seen other people who wear their cats in baby wraps. And I'm a little tempted to ask for help. Because one cannot accomplish things. It's very difficult to sew when one is toting a kitty cat around. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm sorry. Do we need to rearrange? Is that better? Do you want to say hi? Say hi. I'm a very snuggly kitty cat. And I just want to sleepy sleep. This is what we do. Yeah, so